Hi, it's Michelle Carter here. And before we get started, if you don't mind taking a moment to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, MCB Nurse Consultant. I'm Michelle Carter, and I'm the #1 DO and coach that helps directors and nurses in long-term care to overcome the exhaustion and frustration of having to do it all. I help them to be able to incorporate personality science into their leadership development, be able to build strong teams, and be able to build strong relationships. So they're able to have great clinical, professional, and personal outcomes. Today, I want to talk to all my administrators and my executive directors and my VPs in long-term care. I want to talk to you about the well-being and the progression and the process of uplifting and pouring into our directors and nurses in long-term care. As being an administrator and being an executive director and a VP, you oversee the organizations, you oversee the facilities, you oversee multiple facilities, and you have your directors and nurses who are overseeing the nursing department. And we know that the job for administrator is extremely challenging, just like the job for the director of nursing. There's a little bit of difference with the job for director of nursing compared to the administrator, as dealing with the on-call duties, dealing with having to pick up shifts, and dealing with the multitudes of being called continuously by the staff, and being able to have a work-life balance, and just being able to learn how to be a director of nursing. For a nursing home administrator, you have to be licensed to be an administrator. You have to go through the whole schooling to be an administrator. For a director of nursing, we have to be RNs. And a lot of us are not getting that support that we need. And I'm asking you, as an experienced director of nursing, going on 18 years in the field as a director of nursing, and also as a mentor and a coach for directors and nurses, what are you doing to help pour into your directors and nurses? What are you doing to help them be able to have the training that they need? What are you doing to be able to give them the support that they need? I know a lot of organizations have regional consultants, but a lot of the regional consultants are overseeing multitude of buildings. Sometimes that director of nursing, that new director of nursing, needs that one-on-one. Sometimes they need to learn more than just the regulations, learn more than putting just the process, the clinical programs together. What are we doing to teach them to be leaders? What are we doing to help them tap into their emotional intelligence? What are we doing to help them to be able to learn their team and be able to relate to their team on a higher level by introducing personality science to them? Our directors and nurses are struggling. We're struggling in every aspect. We're struggling because we are 100% overworked in many areas. We are struggling because of our staffing crisis, that we're not getting enough staff. We're struggling because there's multitude of regulations that's thrown at us each year. We're struggling because sometimes we don't have the support. We're struggling because we can't always be vulnerable and say, I'm overwhelmed, or be vulnerable and say, listen, I need help, or ask for the help, or even understand that we need help. Sometimes as an administrator or executive director or even a VP, are you looking to see, does your director of nursing need help, or you're just satisfied with having somebody in a position to meet the regulation? Do you want strong directors of nurses? Do you want a strong nursing team that can come back and give you better patient satisfaction, that's going to be able to reduce hospitalization, that's going to be able to increase staff retention and be able to recruit better staff for our residents in our facilities? That's a question that you have to ask yourself. What do you want from your director of nursing, and what are you willing to pour into your director of nursing? I am a director of nursing. I'm an acting director of nursing as I'm building my entrepreneurship business to help directors of nurses, to coach them, to teach them personality science, to be that mentor to them. So I understand these challenges each and every day. And I'm thankful that at one time somebody poured into me and wanted me to learn more. Don't you want to be that administrator or that executive director or that VP that wants to pour into your directors or nurses and give them the opportunity to learn more, to be able to be more in tune with their own selves and their emotional intelligence so they can be more in tune and be a better leader for their teams? Do you want a director of nursing that's a manager or a director of nursing that's a leader? Do you want your teams to just be managed and micromanaged and just told what to do? Or do you want a leader that's able to inspire your team and help them grow, that you can grow future nurses grow your CNAs into future nurses, grow your LPNs into future RNs, and grow your RNs to future directors of nurses? Is that what you want for your building? I know that's what I want for mine. I want to be able to grow. That's what I know. That's why I decided to come and start coaching and helping directors and nurses, because I see the struggle. I've been in the struggle. I have challenges every day. I still have challenges. I just know how to handle them different with my years' experience. And I've decided not to give up, and I've decided not to walk away, because I want to be there for our residents and I want to give back to our future directors and nurses. I want our LPNs and our RNs and our CNAs to see directors and nurses and nurse leaders in long-term care happy in their positions, successful in their positions, able to have that emotional intelligence that they can mentor the future. But as administrator and as executive director and as a VP, are you willing to help that director of nursing to get that education, to get that leadership development? That's something that I do at MCB Nurse Consultant, me and my team. We are right at this moment getting ready to open our next cohort of the Leadership Roundtable. On January 9th, we are having a preview webinar about our Leadership Roundtable. I invite you as administrator and as executive director and as a VP to come and join us, to come see what we are offering to directors and nurses and see how you can help your director and nurse, how you can help make them strong, how you can help and give them that support, and how you can help them turn them from managers to leaders. It takes more than just an RN to be a director of nursing. It takes a leader. It takes a confident. It takes a shoulder for your team to cry on. It takes a compassionate nurse. It takes a person that is going to comfort the family members. It takes a strong person that's going to be resilient as we go through the fire and go through the storms. It takes a person that truly, truly wants to change the narrative for long-term care. And I truly believe there are a lot of directors and nurses who want that. They're just lacking that extra support. They're lacking that ability to be transparent. They're lacking figuring out what type of leader they need to be. They're lacking of how to connect with their team and be able to recruit their team and hold their teams together in these trying times that we're going through. But they're not ready to ask for the help on their own. So I'm asking you, as your administrators, if you see this, are you willing to help them? Are you willing to put the effort in and let them know, I'm here to help you. Let's get you into a program so we can give you some more support. Are those directors or nurses that just aren't sure what to do or how to do it and they're brand new? Are you supporting those? Those are the ones, or are you just happy that they're in the position because you're meeting the compliance? But your buildings are never going to be able to make it to the next level with just having a person in a position. You need a leader in a position. You need somebody that's going to ride the ride with you. You need a captain on that nursing department ship. And we're in the business to build captains. We're building captains. We're building strong leaders so they can be able to help those teammates and help those people ride the ship through the storms that's coming ahead. Our residents deserve a strong leader. Our families deserve a strong leader. Our team deserves a strong leader. And as administrator, wouldn't you want a strong leader to be your partner so you can go and meet heights? There's more to being successful in facility than just surveys. Success is when you see your family members extremely happy. Success is when you have families that are recommending your facility to others. Success is when you see that smile on that resident's face. Success is when you're able to have a consistent DON in the building that's building a consistent team. Success is when you have consistent leadership from the top all the way down to the bottom. When you have those things in place, surveys will be successful. And even if the survey's not, because things will happen, you're still successful because you're able to give good care, because you have consistency, you have leadership, you have resilience, and you have somebody who is willing to steer the ship. Excuse me. They're willing to steer the ship. So I'm asking administrators, executive directors, and VPs, what is it worth for you to pour back into your DONs? The average DON stays in the job for 6 to 9 months. Can you imagine the turnover for a director of nursing is anywhere from $75,000 to $100,000, and we're doing that 6 to 9 months? That's a minimum of two times a year. Do you want to continue to talk to your family members that every quarter when they come to visit their families, that there's another director of nursing? Find that right director of nursing and give her the training that she needs, he or she needs, so they can be able to be successful and pour back into the team. It's time that our administrators, our executive directors, and our VPs make a choice to change things for the directors and nurses. Because with change comes progress. And with progress comes great outcomes. And that's why we're all in here, to have great outcomes for our residents. Don't forget to come and join us on January 9th at 7 p.m. for our preview to the Leadership Roundtable. This is a chance so you can see what a cohort program is about, and I invite you to come and join us so you can learn what the cohort's about, the coaching program's about, and that you might want to have your director of nursing or your ADON or your nurse leaders come join us. I'm Michelle Carter, and I'm the owner of MCB Nurse Consultant. I've been a director of nursing, and it will be 18 years in this year in 2025. I've been a nurse for 25 years this year in 2025, and I have been in long-term care for going on 32 years. I started from a CNA and worked my way up. So I totally understand, love, and fight for long-term care in every aspect of my life. I want you to be able to do the same for your team. Don't forget to see us on January 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you have a couple minutes, please like, share, and start our YouTube channel, MCB Nurse Consultant. And you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and Happy New Year's.